We're going to talk about a caper movie called See How They Run. Alan, did you see How They Run?
I did not. In fact, I didn't even know it was out.
Well, See How They Run is kind of run and went. It was in theaters. I mean, I think it's still in theaters, actually. Yeah. It's Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan is the sort of dutiful junior. She's sort of a junior on the team that joins the Sam Rockwell detective character that's trying to solve a murder in London, the murder of a film director who basically pissed everybody off. And the film director, played by John Turturro, is murdered horribly at the very beginning of the movie, and then it's sort of tracing the steps of all the characters, and every single person in the movie has some motivation to want to kill him. Sam Rockwell as the detective is kind of a drunk, but he's got a good instinct. Saoirse Ronan as the kind of sidekick that he's saddled with this woman who is jumping to conclusions constantly and whatnot, and he's kind of annoyed by her. And don't worry, it's not her leading him. He's clearly in charge. For those of you who might be concerned about that kind of thing, just let you know, it's not that kind of movie. But I did not love this film. I felt that it's first of all another movie that has a great trailer. The trailer looks hilarious, and I do love Sam Rockwell, but it kind of lost me by the third act. Once it's revealed who the killer is, I just thought it was sort of your typical whodunit, and I was disappointed by this film. I wanted to love it because I thought the trailer was great, and also Sam Rockwell. God, man, Sam Rockwell. First, remember seeing him in Galaxy Quest, and everything that guy does is you can't really predict what he's going to do in his performance. I love that about him. Like, his choices as an actor are not the traditional thing that you would think. But I found this film to be something of a disappointment. It felt like a movie that if I saw it on streaming, I'd think, it's okay. But wasn't super taken by it. And actually, at the end of the day, kind of disappointed. I can't recommend See How They Run. So there you go.
I mean, I'm surprised because I didn't even know this movie existed until I looked at my AMC app on Friday. And actually, I think I was actually at the AMC and I saw a poster for it and it was there. But I feel like there's, until Black Adam shows up, I think film studios are dumping movies right now.
They're dumping movies that may have been better if they were on streaming. Like, on streaming, I kind of feel like your expectation is lower. So I've seen, like, this is weird lately. I've seen movies on streaming that I think, why was this not released to theaters? A movie that I would point out, 13 Lives. I think 13 Lives, directed by Ron Howard, that should have been in theaters. Amazing film. Like, incredible. And it earns its north. If you're going to have a movie that's north of 2 hours, you got to earn it. And 13 Lives earned it. See How They Run, that should have been on streaming.
But I mean, I can see from a studio standpoint, is, streaming isn't exactly like the box office release. You're not going to make that much money. And at the same time, I understand why they're not advertising it now, because they don't want to incur that expense. And so maybe they're feeling like people are so desperate to go to the theater, they'll just see anything that's new. And so maybe they'll get enough views to at least recoup some of their money back.
Yeah, let's go to the comments here real quick. Patrick Lemire, the good thing about lack of movies is open screens for indies. Mm-hmm. That's true. I think Barbarian is going to stay in theaters a little longer. Barbarian hasn't dropped that much. Barbarian's been doing very well at the box office.
And even Top Gun, for that matter, too.
Yeah, same thing with Top Gun. Or like all these re-releases. Avatar is coming out to theaters this weekend.
Yeah.
In 3D, kind of a new upgraded 3D.
3D, IMAX, and 4K.
Yes.
And if you're lucky, high frame rate too.
Is A24 the new Miramax? Better. A24 is better because I believe that A24 has more eclectic taste. A24 will release science fiction and fantasy films. There's a sci-fi movie. I'm trying to get the director to be on the show next week. A movie called Vesper. Look up Vesper. It's from IFC, and trying to arrange the director a week from Friday. But yeah, A24 I think is better because they have phenomenal taste. Spaceman. This looks like they tried to make a Wes Anderson movie. Sam Rockwell's a great actor. He was great in Moon. Yes, I love Moon. Moon is a really tragic science fiction movie. Ugh. Alan Horkin says, see how they run. Anyone compare it to Knives Out? No. I actually enjoyed Knives Out. And Knives Out 2, the sequel, Glass Onion, looks pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like Rian Johnson. I just don't care what he says on social media. A lot of people don't like him because of public statements he's made and things he's said on social media. I tune that shit out. Same thing I tune out like Kevin Smith. Like I have to like be made aware of something that's said that is irritating, but it's not even close to Knives Out. Knives Out was clever, great twists, really great ensemble cast. I think Glass Onion looks even the trailer for Glass Onion looks even better. I don't know.
So let me ask you this:
yes,
the mystery, is it a mystery you can solve, or is it a mystery that just sort of unfolds?
It sort of unfolds and it's kind of obvious. And well, I wouldn't say obvious, but it's just like I feel like I've seen this movie done better.
Right. But in terms of if you follow the story, you can figure it out. Like there are actual clues you can find, or is it just you're picking which one you think it did it actually?
Well, look, Andrew Eterno says felt pretentious and trite. And All Twisted Up says, I'm on a phone call, so I have your sound off. The visuals would be way more interesting if plungers were involved. Are you trying to bait me? Are you trying to bait me? Gotta get it in a few times.
You're pandering to the audience now.
I'm pandering to the audience. I love murder mysteries. Knives Out was a pile of crap, says 8-Bit Snake Boy. Fair enough. Again, your mileage may vary. This is I thought it was entertaining. I like Chris Evans and kind of, the character that he played in it. And there you go. I like John Turturro. He's such a fine actor and underutilized by Hollywood. He's like the great actors from the 40s and 50s. Love Sam Rockwell as well. He's great in everything I've seen him in, says Jeff. And isn't See How They Run an adaptation of The Mousetrap, says Pete Dencat. Pete Dencat. I don't know. Yeah, Patrick Lemire says they don't like him because he broke Star Wars. I would say that JJ broke it before him. I just think there was no creative visionary like, a George Lucas. George Lucas, I feel like the best Star Wars movie is the one where George Lucas was in the correct role, which was as executive producer, which is The Empire Strikes Back. Most people agree it's the best Star Wars film. He did a lot of the second unit. He supervised a lot of the action sequences and effects for The Empire Strikes Back. He came up with the story, but other screenwriters wrote the screenplay for The Empire Strikes Back. I don't know why they did not utilize George Lucas in an executive producer type of role, kind of overseeing things creatively and allowing other directors to come in, and Kathleen Kennedy can just make sure the trains run on time. So
yeah, according to Wikipedia, it is meant to be an adaptation of The Mousetrap. And I believe it was written in 1953. That's what Wikipedia says.
All right. 8-Bit Snake Boy, gotta laugh. The plunger never fails to put a smile on my face. Cheers, Chris. Great. War Monkey is a member. Thank you. I figured out the plot for Knives Out just from the trailer and what I know about Ryan. Well, fair enough. Anonymous, most British detective or murder mystery series are better than anything Hollywood does. Well, look, if you've got like the AMC A-list, which I happen to have, I have the app. Like, if there's nothing playing, just Go see. You can see 3 movies a week, and other movie theater chains have similar, have something that's similar. So Lubitsch Touch Me says, so it sounds like it isn't bad, just mediocre. It's just like a lot of things. My nuanced opinion, it's meh. It's meh, and that's okay. But yeah, blah blah says, I love Sam Rockwell. Don't always love the movies he's in, but usually love his roles even when the film stinks. True. Sam Rockwell's great. The movie, not so much. Not the Batman. I believe John Turturro would be the kind of movie director everyone would want to kill. His character is such an asshole. He and Sam Rockwell are kind of the standouts. And John Orchard for 5, also a member, says, thanks, you guys. Thanks for the indie movie reviews. Yeah. That's our job. We're gonna review the movies that no one else is gonna review. That's our mission. It's our job. We're gonna see The Woman King. I can't believe I was getting shit in one of the chats. I was just like hanging out in a chat, and people were like, "Oh, Gore, he liked The Woman King." Like, that's an insult. It's like, well, why don't you see it for yourself? Don't take my word for it. Go see it and then dislike it if that's what you're predisposed to do. Ugh. Now
you know how I feel.
You know what? I'm not posting in chats anymore. I think I've learned my lesson. Because I feel like I just derail it. Because then it ends up being a battle of people who like me and the people who dislike me. And I'm like, I'm just enjoying the stream like everybody else. I'm just enjoying the stream, enjoying the conversation. But I'll make a comment on something, and then it's yeah. So F it. Thank you, John. Skogli Jotun for 5. Knives Out guy that takes morphine every night to sleep. Can't tell that he hasn't taken a lethal overdose of morphine. Yeah, okay. Look, any one of these murder mysteries is going to have like little loose ends.